Hello everyone. In this video I will be telling you how to install MySQL or MySQL in your computer system. So this MySQL, it will take some time, or it may take a little more time depending upon your network speed. So let's start with how to install MySQL in your computer system. So to install MySQL computer system, first of all we will open a web browser. Like I have opened a web browser, which is my Mozilla Firefox, and then I write over here, suppose I want to download MySQL. Just type over, you can type MySQL. There the latest version is 8, but suppose you want to install some other version, that also you can do. Suppose I want to install version 5.5. Now this will, let's go for the first option, download MySQL community server, or you can directly type dev.mysql.com in the address bar. So dev.mysql.com, you can type this also, dev.mysql.com. it will open the web server of MySQL, and then this is the latest version of MySQL 8.0.20. You can, if you want to install any other version, looking for a previous version, you can install the previous version also. Suppose I want to install 5.6.48. it is better you install MySQL version which is more than 5.1, because if you will not install any version which is greater than 5.1, then during connectivity you may have problem, because if the version is lesser than 5.1, so there is a problem. Generally we are not able to connect it to some another application. So it's always preferred that a version which is higher than 5.1 should be selected. Like here I want I have selected version of MySQL 5.6.48, and then you have to select the operating system. Suppose I am having Microsoft Windows operating system, I will select this. If I am having Linux operating system, then for that I will select some other, or I am having any other operating system. So depending upon the operating system that I am having, I can select these options. And since I am working on Windows operating system, I will select this Windows operating system. And if your system is 32 bits, you have to select 32 bit. If your system is 64 bit, you can go for 64 bits. Or if you are confused, just click on all. So this you have to do, and over here it will show you the files that you need to download. So what you have to do, you have to click on MySQL installer MSI. So go to download page. So you have to click on this, go to download page, click on this. Now Windows 32-bit MSI installer 5.6.48 24.4 MB, just click on download. Now it will ask you to log in. You have to create your account. If you have already created your account in Oracle, fine. If you haven't, you can create your account in Oracle. If you don't want to create an account, just you want to download, then just click on this option. No, just start my download. So I don't want to create an account, so I'll just go for just no thanks, just start my download. So I will click on this option. So you also, if you don't want to sign up, and click on this account option, no thanks, just start my download. So it will start your download. So just save the file. I want to save it in the desktop, so let's save it in the desktop. So you can see over here it's downloading. this is your MySQL installer web community. It is not the MySQL. So when you click on, when it's downloaded, you have to activate it. Then only your MySQL will be downloaded. Then your MySQL will start downloading. So first we have to download the installer. The size of installer is small. It's only 24.4 MB. So it's downloaded. So yeah, suppose I want, let's open it. Let's click on this. So this is, here is my MySQL installer. So let's double click on it, or right click, choose the option install, or you can just double click on it. I'm double clicking on it. So okay, let's close this. Okay, now do you want to run this file? Yes. Now I can close this. So this will take some time. So let's minimize this first. So you will get this screen. Do you this is optional MySQL installer upgrade available. You will continue receiving product catalog updates if you do not apply the upgrade. Do you want to apply this upgrade now? So you will continue receiving product catalog update if you do not apply the upgrade. If you don't want to apply, you can choose no. If you want to apply, so go for yes. Suppose I don't want to apply for the upgrade, just click on no. So you can see the MySQL installer is installing in your system. So over here, just go for the full developer. When you will choose the developer, all these things will be installed in your system. Okay. If you choose the option server only, these applications will be installed in your computer. Clients only, these application will be installed. So I will go for full, so that each and every application, whatever is needed, will be installed in your system. So when you choose the option full, it installs all the product available in this catalog, including MySQL Server, MySQL Shell, MySQL Router, MySQL Workbench, MySQL connectors, documentation, samples and example, and much more things. Everything will be installed in your system. Then just click on install all product, the first option. By default this is selected, so you have to choose the option, full option, and this is by default, this is selected. These two options should be selected, and then click on next. So this will take some time. So the following product have failing requirement. MySQL installer will attempt to resolve these automatically. Requirements marked as manual cannot be resolved automatically. Click on each item to try to resolve it manually. So what you have to do, you have to install all these things. If these are not installed, it will automatically install it. But wherever it's written manual, you have to click on it and just go for check. The requirement is still failing, so you have to install this Visual Studio. Okay, just go for next. Just click on execute first. You have to click on execute, not the next. The center button you have to click execute. So it will install all this software, MySQL Server application, MySQL for Excel, everything will be installed in your system one by one. Like this is installed, then it will go for the status is installed, and So for this also, Visual Studio you need to install. Okay. So MySQL Server 5.6.48 is installed. You have to click on execute. So once you have done that, second option, this is manual, click on check. Okay, still failing. So MySQL will automatically install the softwares. Just look for any other windows that is visible. So you can see in the background you will find one more window. Okay, let's bring it over here. Just choose the option I have read and accepts the license terms. Now this will install Microsoft Visual C++, like Microsoft Visual C++ will be installed in your system. Click on install. So like this, each and every software will be installed in your system. Now this is installed. Click on finish. So once this is installed, it will automatically install other softwares in the same manner, like this is installed. The first MySQL Server 5.6.48 requirement is Visual C++ 2010. This is the installation is done. So it is going for the second one. So 23%, 26%, 28% is completed, 31%. 45%, 46%. So as I have already told you, it will take couple of time depending upon your networking speed. Okay, it's 90%, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 99. Okay, now you can see it's installing the software. Again you will get this window. You click on this, click on that I have read and accept the license terms. No need to click on this. Yes, send information about my setup experiences to Microsoft Corporation. No need to check this, but this option should be selected. This option should be selected. Now once you have ticked this, click on install. It will install Microsoft Visual Studio, because the requirement for this is that Microsoft Visual Studio should be installed. So click on install. So it will install Microsoft Visual Studio in your system. Now this is also installed. Click on finish. Click on finish. Click on finish. Now we are updating. Now we have installed these two. This you have to install manually. Computer will not do this because it's written manual over here. So out of this at least this MySQL Server, my connector and connector, this should be installed in your system. These three are vital. If you don't want, if you don't want to install these two, these you can skip this. You can skip this. And these are not necessary. But these three, these are very important if you want to work on MySQL. This one, okay, let's again this, you can see this dialog box, select this. So it will install Microsoft Visual C++ 15. Click on install. So installation, it will take some time. So as I have already told you, these are very important requirement that need to be fulfilled. Microsoft Visual C++, Microsoft Visual C++ 17, and these three. That means if you want to connect your system, you want that your MySQL should work which function normally, these three software, connection and connector ODBC, connector C++. ODBC stands for Open Database Connectivity, and MySQL Server. These three software should be installed properly in your system. This is for Microsoft for Visual Studio. If you want to connect your Microsoft MS your MySQL with your Visual Studio, for that you need this. but if you don't want to connect your MySQL with Visual Studio, you can skip this. This also you can skip if you don't want MySQL. This is only for MySQL for Excel. If you don't want to connect MySQL to Microsoft Excel, or don't want to use MySQL in Excel, so you can skip this also. You can skip this. You can skip this also. But these three are important. This helps in connection. So where is that? I think this has been installed. Set up successfully. Click on close. Now 1 2 3 4, all the 4, you can see the tick mark over here. Now these 4 have been installed successfully. 1 2 3 4 installed. So I don't want to install this MySQL for Visual Studio, so I can skip it. And if you want, you have to install it manually. Click on it and then check, and then manually, but I don't want. I'll just click on next. So once this 4 has been installed, just click on next. This product with missing requirement will not be installed or upgraded. Do you want to continue? Click on yes. One or more product requirement has not been satisfied because this we haven't installed. So it will ask you, do you want to install it? So I don't want to install it. Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. Now ready to download. Click on execute. Once this you see this page, click on continue. Execute. So you can see this downloading. So this takes another couple of minutes, about 10 to 15 minutes it will take. So you can see over here, this has been downloaded. MySQL for Excel has been downloaded. Connector ODBC is being downloaded. This is 63% completed. This connector, it is yet to download. This has been downloaded. This is 97% completed. Downloaded. This is 15% completed. Okay. So now only this. Now this is also downloaded. 2, and this is yet to start downloading. It has not started downloading in this. So this is 23% completed. This is 28% completed. So you don't have to do anything in this. It will automatically download if your net connection is on. You don't have to stop it in the middle. Automatically it will download all the softwares required. Now MySQL Server 5.6.48, it is 84% completed, and connector C++, this is 6%. Now this is this connector C++, this is required if you want to connect C++ with MySQL, and if you want to connect MySQL with Python, then for that you need this connector. This is already been downloaded. Okay, MySQL Server is now downloaded, and this is 60% completed. Okay, now you can see all the product has been installed. This is downloaded. This is complete, and MySQL notifier is complete. So now you can see everything is downloaded in your system. Now after downloading, it is installing. So now it's after downloading. Now this is installing in your system. It is 30% installed in your system, 31%. Once it has been installed in your system, it will display this message. The status will be complete. Complete means it has been installed successfully. Now this has been downloaded in your system. It is downloaded. This is downloaded, and then this is installing in your system. Once it's installed, it will become complete. So everything will happen automatically. You can relax back. So now you can see this. This is complete. So this is also complete. This is complete. Complete. So in this manner, everything, once you'll see that the status becomes complete for each and every product, so you can go for the next option that will appear. So you can see that, so you can see over here, all the status of each and every except this connector C++ is complete. So I don't want this, so it's failed. So if you want to explore, find more details, you can see the you can go for show details. But since I don't want to use it, so if it's failed also, so we will not be having any problem, because rest of the application that we require, I want to connect, suppose I want to connect my Python with my MySQL, so Python connector is there, so I won't be having problem. This will have, you will have problem only when you are connecting C++ with MySQL, because connector C++ is not installed, it is failed. So if you want to see the details, you can go for show details. These are the details, successfully, and if something is not installed successfully, you will find the information about that also, like everything. Now hide detail. Now this is fail, so I'll just skip it because I don't want to connector C++. Just click on next. Okay, and then click on next. Let's just click on next. Okay, next. Don't have to do anything over here, just leave it as it is. Don't make any changes in it. Just click on next. Now here you have to specify a password, the root password you have to give, and whenever you will open MySQL, you have to enter the same password. Suppose the password over here I am giving root. The password is weak, you can give any other strong password. 123 RAVI 123 RAVI. Still it's weak. Okay, so you can give any strong password, but for the timing I am making it root, ROOT. This is a root password. If you want to use add multiple account, this is just one account, you can choose the option add user, but for the timing just I'm entering the root password, and you have to repeat the password, then click on next. No changes in this, right? And then click on next. Don't do any changes, just leave it as it is. Click on next. This is your log file, configuration setup. Click on execute. So this again, this will take some time. It is configuring your system. Okay, once this is done, click on finish. The configuration for MySQL Server 5.6.48 was successfully. Click finish to continue. Click on finish, and then next. Okay, connect to server. If you want to connect to server, just to check it's running or not, you have to write the password. Username was root, the password is also root that I had given. You should know the password that we had given. Just click on check. So you can see over here, connection succeeded. That means your connection is successful. You have successfully connected, successfully installed MySQL in your system. Then click on next, and then click on execute. This is checking. This will check all your installation of MySQL, whether all the files have been successfully installed or not. For that, it is checking your file. So everything has been installed properly. There is no problem with it now. Now you can work on MySQL 5.6.48. So the configuration for sample and examples 5.6.48 was successful. Click finish to continue. Click on next. So now installation complete. Congratulations. Now you can work in MySQL. Copy log to clipboard. If you want to copy the log to clipboard, you can do that, or you can just skip it. Click on finish. And this is how we will install MySQL in your system. Now you can see, click on the start and right over here MySQL, and you'll find MySQL 5.6 command line client. So click on MySQL 5.6 command line client. Here goes your MySQL 5.6. Now here you have to enter the password. If you enter the wrong password, if suppose you enter the wrong password, it will close, right? So what you have to do, you have to enter your correct password. The correct password was root. So let's open MySQL command line, the first option, command line, and the password was ROOT, root. So now you can see we have installed the software. If you want to do some formatting in this to make it attractive, you can go for properties, right click properties, layout. You can change the buffer height in height. You can change the width of the window, height of the window, right? You can do this. If you want to change the font size, font face, all this you can change. I will make it 24. You want to change the color of the screen text, that too you can change. These are just the properties. Now you can see over here. And now you're ready with it. You can give the commands of SQL in it. So databases, data BASES. So you can see the databases. You can open a particular database. You can see the tables present in it. You can also go for connectivity. You can connect your system to you can connect your MySQL to some other application also. You won't be having any problem with it now. So this is how we will install MySQL in your system. So I hope this is clear to all of you, and you can easily now install MySQL in your. It's very easy to install MySQL in your system, but there is one requirement that you must fulfill first before you start with this installing MySQL. That is, you must have this Microsoft.NET framework 4.5.2 setup, framework 4.5.2 installed in your system. If this is not installed in your system, it will ask you to install it in your system first, then only MySQL can be installed in your system. So first you have to install Microsoft.NET framework 4.5.2 in your system. So this is a very small software. You can easily download it from internet. Just open any web browser and then type over there Microsoft.NET framework 4.5.2 setup, download. It's free. You can directly download it. So you'll get this option. Just click on this, and when you click on it, you will find this window will appear, and then you can easily download it. Download .NET framework 4.5.2 runtime, and click on it. Automatically it will install in your system. It will hardly take 4 to 5 minutes to install, and once this has been installed, then you can continue with your installation of MySQL. So I hope this is clear to all of you, and install MySQL in your system and you can practice it. Thank you for watching these videos.